let me set the scene. It's 2018. Hey guys, 2018 was showing me flames. For real, for real. Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. You're hanging out with your fave homegirl, and if you are new to this channel, welcome. Yo guys, I'm so excited. Every time I see more subscribers, I'm like, yes, join us in meeting our skincare goals, guys. Anyway, today's video is pretty laid back, pretty chilled. I'm just basically going to be talking about how I treated my own pigmentation and my own hyperpigmentation, and basically my breakouts that happened in 2018. I was shooketh. I mean, yo. Okay, but basically, just to set the scene so that everyone understands why my skin was reacting in that way. So in 2018, I was completing my undergrad. I was finishing off my undergrad at UP, and I was under a lot of stress. And basically, I was under a lot of stress because I wanted to perform really well. You know, I didn't just want to pass, I didn't just want to finish. I really wanted to perform really well because I had the opportunity to actually do well. So I placed myself under crazy amounts of stress during that time, and on top of being super stressed, I was also not taking care of myself very well. If I'm so I was not taking care of myself at all. I was skipping gym days, so I really was not exercising. On top of that, I was eating nomayini. Like nomayini I could find in the cupboard, nomayini I could buy in that moment, I would eat it. I remember, I think there was a week where I just ate noodles. I just ate noodles. And also because I was not really thinking about what I was eating and what I was putting into my body, I just was not drinking water at all during that whole period. So basically my face was like, girl, I'm gonna show you. Oguti, letter Zaya is not gonna end well for you, baby girl. It's just not gonna end well. And so basically the breakout started happening in June. I remember it was around about that time, just before I was writing my exams. It was June exams, end of semester 1 exams. So it was in that period where really my face, it definitely started showing signs of strain. I was getting breakouts week after week after week, you know. And what sucked is that I would have the pigmentation from the previous breakout, the hyperpigmentation from the previous breakout, and then on top of the hyperpigmentation that's now trying to heal, again another one. Guys, it's like they were lining up, they were waiting. They're like, yep, ooh, that pimple's done. I'm just gonna replace that one. That's literally what my pimples were doing at that point in time. And to make things worse, I was doing the very disgusting habit of popping my pimples. Honestly, I regret doing that because it just made my hyperpigmentation even worse. I feel like if I didn't pop my pimples as much as I did in 2018, it wouldn't have turned out as bad as it did. But I was just constantly looking at my face, I was constantly fiddling with my face, I was not feeling myself, I was not confident at all, guys. There was a point where I used to wear concealer to campus because I'd be like, I'm not rocking up like this. That's not happening. And also at that time, before that very stressful period, I really was taking care of my skin. So I had kind of gotten into the confidence of I always have good skin. And so when this started happening, it was like, you know, it was so new to me. It was like, whoa, it's shaking and it's shaking too much. So I was really, my self-confidence just went to negative 100. It was really, really bad. But basically what I started doing was, okay, so at this point I was off contraceptives. So for the whole of 2018 I was off contraceptives. My doctor kind of suggested was that I go onto the pill because she felt as though my dysmenorrhea, guys, I'm not a doctor, so she basically put me on the pill to try and manage that. So at that time I was not on contraceptives yet, and my skin was really, it was just unleashing. It was doing the most that it has ever done and that I've ever seen. So then I went on to contraceptive. She also put me on a contraceptive that was gonna help with my face, because she also did notice that my face was going through the most, and she was like, hey, do you want some help? And I was like, yes. So she put me on a contraceptive that definitely helped with my face as well. Now I know not all contraceptives can actually assist with the breakouts on your face, but I think most of them do. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know. Write down in the comments below if there's any contraceptives that you know that do not assist with your face, basically. But basically I went onto the contraceptive just before June. So during June my face really went through it. It exploded. Now the contraceptive doesn't work instantly. It's not like one day you start the contraceptive and all of a sudden your face just looks so much better. That's not the case. It actually takes about 3 to 4 months for you to actually start seeing it effectively work. So yeah, I basically suffered all throughout the June holidays, the winter holidays. I suffered. And then when did we come? Yeah, after we came back for semester 2, again the stress didn't stop, you know, because it wasn't like I took a break from not being stressed. I really did not. The stress did not stop, and also final exams were coming, and the stress was just piling up. But basically by the end of December, wow, it was scenes on my face. My chin area was black. That's how bad the hyperpigmentation was for my breakouts. My chin area was literally darkest part of my face, and it was all just because of the hyperpigmentation from my breakouts and from the fact that I was popping my own pimples. Guys, if that's the one thing that you're going to take away from this video, do not pop your pimples. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. But anyway, while I was going through this breakout, I wasn't doing anything to actually help it, which I think was also kind of putting me in lower spirits even more. Was that I just really didn't know what to do to actually sort out my breakouts, to sort out the hyperpigmentation. I was just carrying on with my normal skincare routine, and I had honestly added nothing new to my skincare routine. So December rolled by and I finally went back home, and when I was home I was able to now really start to sit down and be like, okay, what do I need to sort out my hyperpigmentation, because I am not happy about this, okay? And me, if I'm not happy about something, I'm gonna sort it out, you know. I'm not gonna chill and sit back and watch disaster. That just can't happen. So I basically started doing a lot of research on what are the things that you can use to really help your hyperpigmentation. And one of the products that I saw a lot of people talking about was the Benzac treatment. It's like a cream treatment that you can get at Clicks or Dischem. Now this product has got it has in it benzoyl peroxide, which is really good at treating your hyperpigmentation. So I started buying that product, okay? And this was in December, like the beginning of December. I really went to Clicks. It's actually quite expensive. It's about 100 Rand for a 15-gram tube. Now the 15-gram tube, I remember it used to last me about 2 weeks, I think, because I used to put it on during the evening and during the day as well. I used to use it as much as I could, because I was like, this needs to be sorted. So I think I spent about 300 Rand in total, because I bought 3 tubes every single time it would finish. And then another product that I stumbled upon, this was truly by mistake, and I'm actually so glad I found this product, because it's a better long-term solution. The Benzac cream or gel or treatments, whatever you want to call it, it works really well, but one of the things that I was worried about was that it was drying out the areas in which I was applying it. So I'd only applied in the areas where I had the hyperpigmentation, and it was drying out my skin at a ridiculous level. My skin in those areas was even starting to peel. So I knew that I can't use this forever, you know. I'd rather use this for like a month and a half than to use it for like the whole duration just to try sort out my hyperpigmentation. So then I stumbled upon another product which I've mentioned before in my videos. If you've watched my nighttime skincare routine, I still use it to this day. This is why I'm saying it's more of a long-term product, because it's more gentle on the skin. And that is my Eskamel Pimple Ointments little cream going on. So that is much cheaper. I think it's about 40 something rand, somewhere there. You can get it at Clicks, you can get it at Discam, and you can get it at Checkers. Those are like the stores that I've seen it at. I haven't seen it anywhere else. So I started using that. Basically, it's a concentrated calamine lotion, and guys, when I say even the new breakouts that I would get, because that's what was nice about the pimple ointments, the Eskamel pimple ointments, was that I could even use it on new pimples that I would now start to develop. So I would definitely use it on those, and it just worked wonders. I absolutely loved it. Then last but not least, to complete the trio, the golden trio that saved me from the bottom, it was the Hoelson Sisters face oil. Now I've also spoken about this face oil. I still use it till this day. If you've watched my nighttime skincare routine video as well as my 5-minute morning skincare routine video, I still use that face oil to this day. I use is the Peppermint, Lavender, and other things. Excuse me, other things. And basically it lightened up the scarring on my face, because obviously I had the scarring from my hyperpigmentation and from my pimples. And that golden trio really is the way I treat all of my hyperpigmentation, because till this day I still get hyperpigmentation. Even though I do not pop my pimples anymore, I don't necessarily get as many breakouts as I used to, because obviously there were certain things that I changed in my skincare routine that really helped me. And I don't get as many breakouts as I used to, but I still get hormonal breakouts. I think that will be something that I will get for the foreseeable future. I don't know when it will ever stop. I don't know if it does stop, but from what I've heard, it doesn't stop. You know, it just keeps going. So the best way to handle it is to just find what works for you, and these 3 products really worked for me. To give your skin an opportunity to heal, because essentially that is what you are doing when you are healing your hyperpigmentation. Explain it. It's so disheartening when your face is clear for the most part, but then you have all these hyperpigmentation spots around, and it can really like deter your confidence, and it can really make you feel like yes, but these spots are, they're ruining me and things like that. But I remember there was a point that I got to still in 2018, before I had discovered the golden trio, where I was like, you know what, this is my face, and your face goes through these things, and sometimes you just have to accept and keep it moving. I also found security and safety in knowing that, hey, I have my skincare routine on lock. My skin for the most part looks very radiant, it looks very bright, and it looks good. It's just the hyperpigmentation that I'm treating at the moment. That's all it is. So really in 2018 I learned to be more confident with the hyperpigmentation and the scarring, and I at some point I was just like, whatever, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. I just need to let time take its course. There is another product that I also did use. This product is a bit more on the pricey side. The Eucerin Spot Corrector, it's like 300 rand. And I did use that as well for like a month. It lasted me for a month. I think I was only applying it during the nighttime, but it also did work, and I saw that it definitely improved my skin. But I think it also has the same type of makeup as the Benzac cream, which is basically just the Benzoyl Peroxide. So anyway, thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope this video helps you in, number one, feeling more confident with your hyperpigmentation, because to be 100% honest, we all go through it. Maybe not so much others, but I definitely went through it, and it's something that I still deal with till this day. Also guys, the products that I mentioned in this video, they work really well to treat your hyperpigmentation. Just remember that with the Benzac and the Eucerin spot corrector, I do not suggest you use it for prolonged periods of time. Also be very careful. These two products, the Benzac and the spot corrector from Eucerin, they strip your skin of everything. They strip your skin of protection from the sun, you name it. So you need to wear sunscreen if you're using these products. Thank you so much guys for watching. Please hit me up in the comments below and talk to me and tell me some of the products that you have used or some of the products that you have found to treat your hyperpigmentation at home. Oh, and just one last thing, don't pop your pimples. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't do it. Don't be a bye-bye. Because thank you so much guys. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and also if you want to see more of this face, there are more videos on this channel that have got me.